For lesson 6-4, what we're going to do is take the worksheet that you've been working on for this unit, and we're going to post the adjustments into your general journal, and then post them into the post the accounting entries. And so let's start off by looking at your worksheet, and you'll see that you have supplies and insurance expenses are the two adjusting entries that you had. So we're going to start with the supplies. And so we're going to go based upon the last day of the month of April. And so April has 30 days. And the debit is supply expense, or supplies expense. And the 153 was the amount. If you look at your adjustments, 153 is the amount you had to adjust. And then the credit column would just be the supplies account, because that's what you were needing to lower. And then we'll do the same thing for your insurance, the prepaid insurance and insurance expense. And we adjusted the insurance expense, our insurance, prepaid insurance by $125, which gave us an insurance expense of $125. And so that's what the prepaid insurance asset account was the other account to do with that. And let's go ahead and grade that step and then go on to our next page. And so now we're going to post these into the individual accounts. So supplies ended up with, on the 30th, having a credit of 153, which gives us a debit balance of, what was it, $75, which if you go back to the previous page, you would see that's what showed up on your chart. And then prepaid insurance, we had a on the 30th, we had a credit of $125, give us a balance of $250. Oh, and I realized I forgot to post the page it came from. It came from G8. And so it needs to go into both of those. So this came from G8. And this account it got posted to. So before I leave that, I'm going to go ahead and mark my account number up here. My supply account was 140, and my prepaid insurance account is 150. And then let's go on down to our expenses. Supply expense on the 30th. And since this is the first thing in it, don't forget to mark the month. And so we have April 30th. And this is from your G8 page. And we have a supply expense 153, debit amount account, and that's going to give you a balance of 153. And where was insurance? And that went to account number 550. And prepaid or insurance expense is going to be the same thing, April 30th. And insurance expense was a debit amount of $125. And this came from page G8. It was a balance of $125. And the account for insurance expense is $530. And grade that step. And that's all you're having to do on this page.